In this video, I will teach you how you can control your own blends with this mode without any complicated circuit like chips or microcontroller like Arduino or something like that. See, without any Arduino or any programming any chip, simple and easy circuit. So basically, plan is that you may know I open HP Dust Gen 1050 printer, which printer sell which optic sensors, and I am promise you to make a small little ATM machine, which machine I put are made optic. When past the optic sensor, it can detect by infrared light blocking that stage. It will produce a signal with signal and turn the motor or something like that to control our current flow system. But right now the problem is that I'm making them and my optic sensor is burnt out because I put optic sensor LED point LED terminals to a 1.5 volt, but I accidentally put into a 3 volt supply. So that's why it's burnt. But I am decided instead of wasting that optic, why not use something like that? So I get the idea optic sensor contain IR LED and IR receiver. So IR LED portion is burnt. Only IR receiver portion is left. And similarly TV remote contain also IR LED. Which when I push the switch IR LED is turned on, which is invisible wavelength, which cannot any human can see this wavelength, which is a very tiny wavelength. If you put a full camera right now, you can see when I putting this, you can see it's 14 LEDs blinking. But it is not, I cannot see my new human eyes because this time not spotted by human eyes. Because it is a very small wavelength. And it is also blinking because remote contains chip which is internally at stored known as a binary code 0101. If you push buttons, any one button, it can blink LED one time or two times or three times according to which button you can press, and then TV will spit out the blinking signals to convert into the data, and which data is can change the channel or volume and up and down. But this case, this circuit is a remote control circuit, so appliance control circuit. So that case, if you put this button, it can only detect IR LED is present. If IR LED is present, it can turn on the load or turn off the load, no matter which switch you can press, because it is not the binary code, only just on and off. Now the circuit. Stop. Complicate little bit. So I use 12 volt relay, 12 volt 2 ampere relay. This relay one pin is connected to a 12 volt charger positive. SMPS or linear. Keep in mind transformer based, not a transformer less. Otherwise it can put a short circuit. And similarly positive goes to a collector of the optic, connect 1 kilo ohm to the base of a transistor. This transistor is C945. If you like to add PNP, you should add PNP, but this time you can get emitter to the negative and collector to the base of the PNP transistor. But in this it is NPN transistor, so its base need to pull up. So I connect emitter to the base and collector to the positive side of this optic sensor. Because this optic sensor is N-channel optic sensor, so I connect a reverse bias, so it works as a P channel. Now due to this transistor base are sensitive, it works 1 volts. So there are 12 volts, so that's why I use a 1 kilo ohm limited resistor. And then battery negative is connect emitter and collector to the relay, and positive supply also relay. When push the IR LED is present, light is present there, then connect voltage positive and then limit by 1 kilo ohm, and then this transistor which can connect negative voltage emitter to collector and then positive, all has to do to the relay, and relay energize, which can connect. Common is already connected to 220 mains AC, and normally open is connected to a bulb to the other terminal of the AC. So when its relay is energized, can join these two terminals, touch the other, and then turn on. If you press again, it can de-energize and then disconnect. But same time, if I can show, just I already tell, it's a blinking due to axial tone. So that's why if I place there, it will push this button, it is blink my main bulb, because this can infrared light, not a simultaneously light, a frequency wise, and which then pump my bulb on and off. So that's why I attach a one capacitor cross base, which capacitor is 2.2 microfarads. Base is connected to the positive of a capacitor and emitter is connected to a negative of the capacitor. This capacitor voltage is maximum 12, more than 12 volt, or minimum under than minimum. So you can use the capacitor 2.2 microfarads or 10 microfarads. Both is work very well, but voltage is below them 100 volt and more than 12 volt, because this 12 volt need minimum 24 volt capacitors in air. Not that circuit. So this circuit is main circuit, although use relay, but keep in mind never touch bare wires or never try this. You can then turn any one while connected any while connected with relay, and this is you can run this circuit without any to decode your remote and check what is how it's work. Directly you can put any kind of remote like TV remote, bulb remotes, LED remote control bulbs, and anything, and then you can try it. Now if you can see there, let me. Now you can see I put this board to my hand. You might be see it is dangerous, but it is not dangerous because I use SMPS power supply, which is transformer based power supply, and relay is separate. It's used for separating low voltage and high voltage side. If you use that case you cannot touch any terminal, but relay is safe to touch low voltage side, not high voltage side. But I not recommend any limiting, because due to there is a very high frequency, this capacitor cannot control smooth this frequency. So I recommend and use 10 microfarad or more 47 microfarad capacitor. In minus 50 volt I use 2.2 microfarad. Instead working with remote, you can take any torch light which can produce infrared light, and infrared light put in this thing and work. It works like the normal lights, but this can work infrared, which is invisible light. It's on, it's off, it's turn on, it's on, it's off. So this way you can make a small little appliance control. If you try to start this range, you should control this bulb with other different ranges. Light. So you can see it is almost 30 centimeter depth. Work very easily. This thing I then that HP dash gent 8050 printer bottom side. So bottom module, which is Misty module, I try 2 or 3 hours to come out this thing. Yes. So there are two departments, LED and LED IR receiver, and with plastic 3D plastic body. First my LED part is burnt, so I am thinking to that kind of plastic body and use them. Then I realize it is a plastic body separated, so I remove out. This time you might be also thinking you should use a IR receiver which is used in TV. But this days I am already decided to make a video, already complete a video, but in the end videos that lost due to traffic, so I could not upload. So this project is what we then problem is that it says I am searching a Doodle. It says IR sensors are basic recipients. It says one pin is 5 volt and second pin is ground and third pin is output, which is a logical pin. Which pin need when if any infrared signal is present, that pin is pulled low, normally pin is pulled high. Thinking that I can adapt transistor and then a relay. So and relay normally close point is used. When it's pulled up, no infrared light is present, the sensor is pulled up, transistor and relay turn on, which test turn off the bulb. But that test in my set is little bit different. It normally can output. Then when I push the button, it can close to a 2 volt, only 0.8 volt or 80 millivolt difference. So normally no infrared is 2.8 volt, and infrared light condition it can output 2 volt. So that's why in this test transistor is work positive 1 to 5 volt. So both test transistors on, not turn off, which means bulb is not always turn on, not turn off. So that's why I use a temperature which is set such a way light not related to the voltage divider to a 5 volts, and this voltage divider output is 2.3 volts. Inverting input, and non-inverting input is connected to the signal of output pin of the sensor. So my plan is when the sensor output voltage is low, IR sensor output voltage is low to the 2.8 volts. It is higher than the reference voltage, which is 2.3. Output goes low, and when infrared is present, sensor output is low 2 volts, and the first voltage is 2.3 volts, and output the temperature output goes high. But unfortunately, the problem is that I may research this circuit and made then my temperature is normally temperature about 0 volts and plus 12 volts. So my test it works minimum 5 volts and maximum 12 volts. So 12 volts relay also work with 5 volts and 12 volts both tests. So that's why it will not work very well, and so that's why I didn't make a video, but due to interrupt in my cell phone, so I could not upload. And this video is end with the next video, I suppose.